Welcome to Taipei Scooter Style. Taipei has a pretty amazing fireworks spectacle on New Year's Eve. So for 2014, I thought I would take the blog on the road and head over to the East District for the fireworks show. But I wasn't alone. 800,000 people were joining me, converging on the area around 101. These Austin Minis and hipsters on fixies are getting to be a pretty regular sight in Taipei. And as we head over by the World Trade Center, take a moment to look up at the 101 before they shut the roads down to all vehicular traffic. Now it's time to join the crowds. People were sitting on the ground to stake spaces from which they could see most of the building. And there were corporate images and political protests on the sidelines. Cartoon characters, pop stars. I can't tell them apart. It was going to be an evening of lights attached to the head, flashing the way out, and selfies. So the place I decided to watch the show from was the park near Sun Yat-sen Memorial. So while people played with sparklers, I found that the park, right in the center, has a reflective pool. I thought that would be a cool place to watch the show from. So here it goes. 3+ minutes of fireworks from Taipei City celebrating 2014. So once the show was over, it was time for everybody to head home, or at least out to another party. I'd found a parking place not too far from the square, so I wasn't on foot for long. Soon I joined the rest of the scooter riders as they made the exodus out of town. The police were still controlling traffic on major roads, so scooters were using the smaller roads and streets to get around. Try to be respectful at crosswalks, especially young children and babies. So as we got to major roads, police kept forcing us into different channels, but eventually you get to a major road and you realize there's 10,000 people crossing on one light. Now I'm heading down Anhalu, angling towards Geelong Road. And in years past, I'd seen the traffic on Geelong after the fireworks show, and that was probably the inspiration for me to make this video, because it is just amazing how many scooters can move down Geelong after this fireworks show. Most of these riders are heading down Geelong for one of the bridges out of Taipei, either to Zhonghe, Yonghe, Banqiao, Tucha in that direction, or turning left at Gongguan and heading south to Xindian. I think scooter riders in other countries must amaze at how so many scooters can ride along, and I'll tell you, I didn't see any accidents that night. Also didn't see any police drunk driving roadblocks. That'd be a big feature in Western countries. But there were so many police on the road just directing traffic. There wasn't any attempt to stop people who were drinking. And this is the traffic circle right at Gongguan. People lining up to make the left turn across to Geelong, head towards Xindian.
I'm here! Hey, cheese! Come on, yeah! Yee-hoo!
I'm glad I saw that guy. So now, shooting through Jingmei, and over the bridge into Xindian. Now across the river into Ankang. Stopping at the supermarket for some supplies. But I'm not alone, because it's a night for scooter riders. So when I got in line, I found that helmets were the headgear of choice. For Taipei Scooter Style, Happy New Year 2014.